Hello and welcome in everybody back to the Snapping All In podcast. I am your host, Baby Mario, joined as always by my co-host, Someone Here Ago. And
Oh,
we are very excited to be live. We're really very
we're
excited to
not
be
live.
recording. We're
We're
not live,
recording.
no. We're recording, yes. I'm very
Bro,
excited. I have.
bro's been streaming too much. He's already
I've been
streaming.
streaming
He's
too much, yeah.
already streaming streamer
Oh
brain.
man. Yes, but we're recording this pretty late at night. Well, specifically for someone, it's pretty late at night right now. Um, and
It's like
we were working. Because we had the developer update drop today, so we had to add a couple of slides and then talk about some of the cards that can be released next month. And yes, so I'm excited. I hope someone is excited. And
Oh
as you
yeah.
guys can see, today is episode 7. The new segment awakens.
Okay.
Yes, I thought of that joke myself.
I
I'm so proud of
dude,
it.
he had to beg me to keep
I
this
love
subtitle,
it.
bro.
It's so awesome.
Oh
I'm
my
so
god.
smart. I'm so smart.
Bro,
Um,
I want to comment if you get the reference, comment how much you dislike it.
comment. It's awesome. What is there to dislike about it? There's nothing to dislike. Um,
Okay.
but yes, we're gonna start now. So, Zombie Galacti. To the surprise of literally nobody, this card sucks. Um,
Wait,
I
wait. I mean, it sucks, but we should clarify. It is a very fun card. A lot
okay.
of people are having fun playing this card. It's kind of like
It's a
Dormammu.
fun card,
It's kind of like Dormammu. Dormammu sucked when he
but
came out.
Dormammu is an actual deck, and this is not.
Yeah,
Like
after they
there is
buffed him. After they buffed
they buffed
him.
him like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, he was really
Yeah.
bad in the start. I do
So
agree.
like, if they buff Zombie Galactic to like a 7/6, pretty good.
Pretty decent, yeah. It's negative one rock. Like there's really we talked a whole lot about it last week with Angel. It's a card. It was as bad as we all thought it would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's been like day one. I saw like two Zombie Galactic players, and then after that, I have not seen any Zombie Galactic players.
Yep.
I mean, I haven't been playing on ladder that much, but man,
Yeah. Me
it
neither,
looks
honestly.
fun
So I haven't
though.
really seen it. Yeah, I agreed. Yeah, I mean, it's a card, I
Nobody's
guess.
played it with Mr. Negative yet, though, so I'm still waiting.
They have,
Still
and
waiting
they've
on
seen
that.
it sucks. So,
No, it's gonna
um,
be peaking Mr. Negative. It's when someone finally does the Mr. Negative thing, they're gonna find that their win rate is 99%, and that this is
99% is insane. Okay.
99%.
Hold up.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything more to say. We already talked about everything you
Yes.
possibly talk about for a card. No, actually,
I'm
the
gonna
next
quickly.
card we is gonna be
I'm
everything.
gonna quickly point something out. I was right. Captain Marvel, Zombie Captain Marvel sucks.
No,
It's
wait,
really
no,
bad.
it's fine.
It's not fine. It's not one wrong. It's
People,
not like
people,
balanced.
people. Have you seen the Galactus thing? You know, you use Zombie Captain Marvel to
I
sneaky
don't I
Galactus.
can't even believe it. We're talking about this
Sneaky
right now.
Galactus, bro.
No. The card sucks. Okay, I like to say I was right. It was not. It is not the Chicast of the season. But this next card we're about to talk about, we talked about. This is the third time now. So this is like again kind of scenario. You know.
Again, again.
Again, yes. Zombie Sentry. Turns out I was wrong. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it wasn't. It is balanced. It is perfectly fine.
To this day, I still don't understand why you were so low.
I just I
was
just
like,
I didn't like it. Okay, I didn't see how the card would work, and now I was proven wrong. I am willing to admit when I am wrong. I'm willing to admit when I am wrong. So congratulations, Zombie Sentry lovers, who all three of you. You have won me over. It is an okay card. It has its place in Horde, maybe, and it works. You could, yeah, sure, whatever.
I genuinely think Zombie Mr. Fantastic is worse than this one.
No, Zombie Miss Fantastic is better. Next
No,
question.
no.
Yeah,
Okay, it's weird. It's weird. I tried playing with this card, but I don't have Giant Man, so
I have Giant Man. So when I get this card, I'm
no.
gonna go ahead and play with him, and I'll let you know how he is. I think
I'll,
he's perfectly fine though.
everyone so that everyone knows, you should not play Zombies deck without Zombie Giant Man.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, you can play Scarlet Witch in a random deck if you want, though. Scarlet Witch is fine
No,
just as is.
no, I refuse to
Yeah,
allow it. I
no,
refuse to allow
no.
it.
That was fine. Zombie Scarlet Witch, in and of itself, 3-4. It's 3-4 with Angela Sex, right? It's
I
fine.
refuse to allow it. No, no, I refuse to allow
It's
it.
fine. You can just
Mm-mm.
play Zombie Scarlet Witch.
I refuse to
PSA
allow it.
everybody.
Nuh-uh.
You just play her in a
Mm-mm.
deck.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
In like any
Mm-mm.
mid-range deck you want.
It's fine. Yeah, you can play it. Yeah, there's no
Oh,
issues with
by the
it.
way, Horde. I just forgot. Okay, we're talking about another card. I just forgot. No, keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Huh?
Keep on going.
What was it like?
I just had a thought. I just had a thought. Move on to the next
What was
slide.
that? What was
Wait,
that?
move on to the next slide. I'll explain. I'll explain.
Um, welcome. We're talking about the next season's pass cards, I guess. We're going to talk about the cards that are going to release week 1. So we're going to start over here with the season pass cards. Spider-Punk is the regular season pass card. It is a 3/3 that with a text that says you can move this once. When this moves to a location, steal 2 power from the highest power enemy card there. Okay, so functionally, this is a 3/7 when it moves. So it is a 3/3, and then it can move into being a 3/7, and I think that's pretty good. You know, I think it has great stats. I think that being able to steal 2 power is pretty cool, and the ability to play this in maybe a mid-range deck in combination with, what's her name, Ghost Spider is probably good, because then it turns into a 3/11, you know? Like, the card is cool. I don't think he's one rock, unlike someone. I think he's balancing positive for me. The issues I have with him, I can't overlook the issues I have with him and make him one rock. But I do not think he is bad by any means. Do not take this as like Mario doesn't like this new card or something, you know? Because that's not what happens, you know? What happens is that I don't know how to feel about this card just yet, and I don't know if he's gonna be that good. You know, I'm still a little. I'm trying to be cautious with the card. You know, I don't want to be like, "Oh my goodness, he's gonna be awesome," kind of thing. You know. But yes, Summer, what do you think?
I mean, okay, so I think this is one rock, and the reason I think that is because I just compared this with Nocturne, and I'm like, how is this just not better, better than Nocturne? And Nocturne got nerfed, bro. So it's like, I I don't know why they pushed it to 3-3. This can be a 3-2. It could have been a 3-2 so easily, bro. It could have been like, I don't know why they pushed it to 3-3. It just feels like a little bit too much. Like this is the Scream scaling, bro. This is +4 scaling. And it's like, oh, Luke Cage. Are you playing Luke Cage? You're not playing Luke Cage. Nobody playing Luke Cage, and you're not gonna tech in Luke Cage. I know none of you are gonna tech in Luke Cage after these releases. So don't even like try to like mention that, bro. Nobody's gonna play Luke Cage.
Took it personally. He took Luke Cage personally, dude. That's insane.
No, it just yeah, because it's like no, that's not a real argument, bro. Like maybe Shadow King, like maybe like you can talk
I think
about.
Shadow King. Yeah, I think Shadow King is like the one
stuff.
thing that keeps his card back.
But
I think I'm gonna be honest.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, but that applies to everything move in general,
That's true.
right? So like, I think this is a great card on its own. You can just play this, and like, if you just want a card that moves, that's good. You just play this.
yeah. It has.
But,
It definitely has some good like. I love that it has flexibility. That is something
Yeah.
like I'm probably gonna run this in Hydra Stomper when I get the card. So
Oh, yeah.
I do like it. You know, I am in no way opposed to this card. I'm just cautious. You know, I don't want to like, whoa about the card. You know.
Okay, look, I think it only looks bad in comparison to like Human Torch, right? Human Torch is so ridiculous that this
Well,
looks
no,
bad.
I'm not comparing it to Human Torch because Human Torch is like I hate Human. I don't even want to talk about the card. Like I despise everything about how the card is balanced. I'm not comparing this to Human Torch. I'm comparing it to a generic 3. You know, I'm comparing it to something
like Nocturnes was or Rocketing Groot. But they both got nerfed for being 3/5s that moved, and this is a
maybe this card gets nerfed. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe maybe you were right, and it is actually 1 rock, maybe 1 rock and a half, leaning towards 2. If it's just like he's just taking over the meta. I don't think it is either.
Rock, but it's like
There's no way it is that. But like, imagine it just like takes over the meta or something. I don't think it does.
Spider Punch in every deck. Yeah,
I think it's a
don't
cool
know.
card though. I'm glad
It's a cool card. It's the first card of its kind, I think. Like the first card that moves in and of itself, but also has benefits for moving, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I think it is definitely the first of its kind. I agree. And now we can move on to card number 2, and this is the Super Premium Season Pass card. Someone, do you want to go ahead and take that away? I know you love this card.
Okay. I never said I love this card, bro. Okay, so this one I've been having like a debate within myself. I'm still not like decided, but it's Man Spider 5/1 on reveal. Merge the last card you played into this. When this merges, double as power. So it's like
Mr. Negative?
yeah, I mean, maybe it's a Mr. Negative card, but even then, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I was more excited about Zombie Galactic negative than I am about Man Spider negative.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Zombie Galactic is a more interesting card. I mean, this looks like a fine card. Like I don't see any problems with this. Like you do the Electro since they buff Electron, they mentioned specifically in the patch notes. Um, it's like oh you play Electro into this, and then I mean and that yeah it's great. But if you're doing that, you're probably also not doing any other merge synergy. So that's as far as the card and as the card goes, which is fine. But like I think Blink sometimes is more value if you blink an Electro and it brings like a Doctor Doom or a Leader. Like that's I think there's more points than if you Man Spider and Electro. But like maybe it's a backup, right? But like or maybe you want to be doing Misery instead or War Machine. I don't know. There's a lot of options in Electro decks. I still don't think Electro decks are real, anyways. So the other way to analyze this card is as a merge, like the payoff for the merge deck, which is not a real deck, but maybe this can make it a real deck. Whereas like you just stack all the merges onto Man Spider and then you just Arnim Zol him, and then that's the deck. I don't know. Like I mean, but at that point that just feels like worse Black Panther to me. So I don't know where this card ends up. It doesn't seem bad, but I don't. It doesn't seem like good in any like. It doesn't seem like it's the best in anything. It just seems like a fine card. So that's why I put it's so fine. It's like okay. It's like I don't know what else to say about this card.
Yeah, I get that. It's perfectly okay. I think it's a good alternative in like ramp decks. Like if you don't draw Blink, then it's like okay, I have a good thing I'm ramping into. It is if I'm adding it 5/6, it is a 5/12 on the board. Like you're not going to be opposed to that. Maybe if you run a smaller like a merge card, maybe you can run Penny Parker. I don't know. But do not quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. Okay, I will not. I am not going to say anything about Penny Parker.
3/6 Penny Parker next week, bro.
We definitely are. I definitely think that was something that they should have done, but we can talk about that. We can talk about that in the OTA.
In the OTA.
Exactly. So I think this is an interesting card. I think they obviously thought it was too strong to be a 5/2, where it was originally Data Mind Dance, so they moved it to a 5/1. So I definitely think there is something here. There's definitely something interesting you could do with this card. I guess we can just.
There's no way, right? There's no way 5/2 Man Spider is too good, bro. It's not.
I don't know. I mean, it is like good. It does add up over after a couple doubles. It does add up at some point.
It's essentially a +2 buff. Like any +1 buff is a +2 buff for this card because it doubles. But then
it turns into +4, then +8, so on and so forth. It gets out of hand. Obviously, that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I see the vision. I'm just not convinced that's like a worthwhile thing to be doing.
Yeah, I get that 100%. I can't even blame you. I'm not very sold on this card either, to be honest. I think it's gonna be a cool card. If you're getting the Super Premium Season Pass card, you might as well pick it up. It's a cool card. It probably comes with a pretty cool variant, I'll say. So, I get at least he's not a bad card by any means. I just think he's okay. Like you could be doing better stuff at a 5-drop. That's probably where I'm gonna end up with him. Which is why I'm leaning more negative with him. I am in no way like opposed to this card. It's just like until I can see a deck where he's actually like, oh, if they have Man Spider, I just die. I don't think he's like that. I just think he's kind of like.
There's also like the
cool card.
The inherent weakness with all merge cards is that you're like piling all your eggs into one basket.
Yeah,
right? Like you're pushing everything onto one very shangable target.
Yeah. Shang does get nerfed though.
You merge this like 3 times, right? With like Agony and Hulkbuster, and then when he plays, like if you get 3 merges on him, and it's like, he's like a 580. And then you plan to play Taskmaster, but you don't have priority, and they shang you, and then suddenly you have 0 power on the board.
Yeah, but I think it's like that with most Wong decks though. So I think that's why I don't like this card, because it's like it just feels like an alternative to a Wong deck. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about the card. I don't think someone does it either. It's okay. It can exist. Eventually, it'll be good when they add more merge cards.
I do like that they're spreading their wings into new archetypes.
I agree. Yeah, I 100% agree. Like I am in no, like I said,
End of turn
looks
as
like a cool
archetype,
Yeah,
maybe this
maybe
could be
start of
the
turn.
beginning of merge as an archetype.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe start of turn as well with Mad Thinker, the goat.
Well, that's with the next card. If you also,
Exactly. Next
I
card. I'm
think.
very excited. Next two cards are the passless cards. The left one is the we'll just go ahead and read them. So the Superior Spider-Man returns. Okay, that is a 3/4 card. At the start of each turn, you get +1 energy if you have any cards with increased power in play. Okay. I think this card is perfectly okay. I don't think it's broken by any means. I don't think it's going to be like, oh no, if you don't have this card, you're falling behind. I just think it's like, it's okay. Like I think it's gonna be a little harder to get a green card on the board than you think, and I think that's what's keeping this card back. I also think that since it's start of turn, it doesn't work as well with end of turn like it used to, because it used to be Dynamite as an end of turn card, and so that's why I'm leaning more balanced, like perfectly balanced, not positive, not negative. He's okay. I think Hope Summers is better. I think Luna Snow is better. I think that most other energy givers are just better than him. He's just a cool little neat card that you can run if you're really into him, you know.
So here's my thing. Here's the thing that I thought of 2 slides ago.
Mm-hmm.
2 slides ago. Horde.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
And the
No.
Horde itself, it has increased power. You play the Hunger. You play Zombie Fantastic. Any Horde card. If you have the Horde on board, Superior Spider-Man, instantly active. So I just thought about that, and then I was like, hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Look, I'm of the opinion that it's just too easy to get his condition, bro. It's like okay. The one thing that holds him back is that he's a start of turn, right? You are right about that. Like, if he was an entrant, he'd be really like crazy. I'd be shocked if they had made this an end of turn. Start of turn, a lot more reasonable because you take away one turn, right? Like, you can only activate on 4, 5, and 6 as opposed to 3, 4, 5, and 6. I just think it's so easy to get his condition that it's like, and then it's a one-sided energy ramp. It's like,
I think my issues I think you could say the same about what's her name, Hope Summers, though. Like, it is also one-sided. Are you sorry? For those guys who weren't watching, someone was spasming out of control just now.
It's better than Hope Summers. Hope Summers forces you to play in one location.
Yes, but if you're playing if you're playing Hope Summers, you're going to be playing into her location anyways, and you can get more than just one energy a turn. That is my thing.
But like, you're locked into doing that one thing, and it's like predictable stuff, and it's like, and it's like Hope Summers like, okay,
yes, but Super Spider-Man is also predictable. More energy.
No, like, okay, but it's not like, no, this isn't like predictable in the same sense. It's like you play it down, and it's like you have the energy. It already happened. You already have the energy. It's consistency over, like, I don't know, explosive power, like with explosive energy when it comes to Hope Summers. I just think its condition is just it's just way easier to get for a Superior Spider-Man. I genuinely think it's just that easy.
I had to the reasoning. Okay, I heard what you said earlier about Horde. The reason I don't like Horde with this is because you're on 3. You are playing Zombie Scarlet Witch. Yes, that is your 3 turn.
Yeah, but if you don't have Zombie Scarlet Witch,
you have to, though. Like, she needs to come down on 3, or she is doing, or you are hoarding way less.
On Zombie Scarlet Witch, obviously you're not going to play her, so you're going to have.
Yes, but at the same time, in a zombie deck, you're ramping to zombies. You're not ramping to any other stuff. That is how I think. I don't. We talked about this extensively before the podcast. We're already like at each other's throat with this card. I think this card is like is very like he's going to be like Like, we don't know how he is yet, and then eventually when he comes out, we'll definitely know, and we'll definitely rub it in each other's faces when I'm right,
Look, I will say, again, with the archetypes, this is like one step closer to making starter turn a real archetype. I remember when end of turn came, like, the end of turn, like, became formalized as like a keyword. I said in 1 year we're gonna be talking about the start of turn archetype. Genuinely think this is gonna happen. We've been seeing steps towards the start of turn archetype. It's gonna be a real thing. You should be happy about this, bro.
I am incredibly happy. Mad Finger Stonks at their all-time high, dude. Let's freaking go. But yes, he's an okay card. Well, he is a controversial card on the podcast. Okay, I don't know if he's going to be good. Someone thinks he's going to be good, so we'll have to see. I will say we will have to see. But we are kind of on the same boat with the next card, and that is Web Sling. I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to someone. Someone, if you go ahead and read the text and then give us your opinion on the card.
Interesting. It's a 1-cost skill. We're getting more skills now. We're getting skills. On reveal, next turn you can move one of your cards away from here. So this, I think this is like a staple in move decks now. They're gonna run like 4 1-drop that move cards. It's gonna be Web Sling, Iron Fist, Ghost Spider, and Aranya. Every move deck is just gonna run these 4 1-cost move
No,
cards.
Classic Move doesn't run Iron Fist.
Oh, see, like, okay, then this is gonna replace Iron Fist in all the decks that would run Iron Fist. It's like,
I don't think
I just think it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, why'd they give the power to Ghost Spider? They should have given it to Iron Fist, because this card just beats Iron Fist. I think it's just better than Iron Fist.
It is definitely better than Iron Fist. Yeah.
It's 1 turn, Madam Web, but like, here's the thing. I mean, sometimes you only need 1 turn. Sometimes you can play anywhere. You can just you can have it in your pocket. It's 1 cost, which makes it a lot more flexible. You can it's so easy to weave in a 1 cost into move decks. Like a lot of the time on turn 4s and 5, like you're not really using all your energy. So you just play Web Sling. I think like, okay, I almost gave it 1 rock. But I was like, it doesn't have any power. So I was like, that's the only thing that's holding it back. It's like it doesn't have any power, but I just think the effect is just that good, and it's like
I don't think it is. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, say your part.
Yeah, I think it's obvious to see why this could be a good card. I think it's very odd. Like you said, it's just funny how we just make him move better, I think the issue is that the move deck we have right now is pretty set. Like it has its tech slots, it has its move cards, it has its payoffs, it has its top ends, and I think that this card is just gonna like, who are you taking out? No.
Elias,
that is my question.
Elias got nerfed.
No,
you're taking out Elias.
Move is already taking out a life Juggernaut. Move is already running Juggernauts. They're taking out Juggernaut. So now my question to you is, what are you taking out of the deck to put in Web Sling? You're not taking out Aranya. You're not taking out Sparky. You're not taking out what's her name? Ghost Spider. You're not taking out Madam Web. You're certainly as hell not taking out Human Torch or Dagger or Cloak or Hellion or Juggernaut.
Cloak. In fact, I would take out Cloak for this.
No, yes. No, you would not take out Cloak.
Yes, I would. I would.
Cloak is just better than this card. It's just better than this card.
There's no way.
Yes,
bro.
because you can move multiple cards with Cloak, and Cloak helps you reposition stuff.
Cards, it's only a 2/4 that can move cards.
Exactly, it is a 2/4, and it can move stuff. I think that I think Cloak is just better in move than this card is, and I don't think you can take another move card out for this card. You just can't. And move is already running thin on payoffs as is.
Well, I already know which card I'm taking out, so.
I think Cloak is underrated, and I will continue to say this. Cloak is a staple, has been a staple in move decks for a reason, and he will continue to stay.
Are running Cloak.
Yes,
I don't know if the top move decks are running Cloak.
They are. They all are. All you have to do is ask Mir, who we're both in the same alliance with. He is running Cloak. Sizer is running Cloak. The best move player in the world is running Cloak.
We'll see if they take out Cloak for this. We'll see.
We will have to see. Yes, and when they don't, I will be right. But anyway,
okay.
Yes. No, I'm joking, guys. We're having a friendly conversation here.
We don't need to affirm that. They already know we're having a friendly conversation.
Yeah, we're having a friendly conversation. Yeah.
Nobody here that I seriously thinks are actually antagonistic.
No, for sure not. But yes, so we're it's funny because we're a lot more on opposite ends of different cards with different cards.
Is one of the most divisive episodes, I guess, for us.
Yeah.
Like, we're way less in agreement on basically all the cards here.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're very all over the place on these cards. But I will say, Prowler is going to make my life so much easier. Just Hydra Stomper.
Bro, calm down. We'll talk about
it's gonna be so beautiful.
Next episode, I think.
Yes, I'm not gonna talk about what Prowler does yet. I promise, guys. I promise. All I have to you guys know is that he is going to be my favorite card of the season, and it's not gonna be close. It is not gonna be close. Okay. Perfect. But yes, and now we can move on to the next part, and that is Grand Arena. So, Grand Arena was just released this Monday.
Yep.
It is Friday today, so it's been out for 5 days.
Bro. You didn't actually.
Yeah, obviously. And we're gonna talk about first the new ban list, and then we can talk about what the hero abilities are and how close we were. Spoiler: I was the most accurate.
Okay.
But yes, so there is a new ban list, and we also have returning ban cards.
Dude, it's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
They went all out on the ban list.
Oh, they did. Very, very surprising. I will talk about the returning ban cards, and I'll hand it over to someone to talk about the new ban cards. And if we think that all of these cards were correct to be banned, and which we think should not have been banned. So I'll go first with returning banned cards: Gorgon, Spider-Ham, Galactus, Mr. Negative, Black Bolt, Nimrod, Living Tribunal, Mobius, Professor X, and Wiccan. Okay, right off the bat, I'm gonna take a quick second to talk about these. I think Gorgon, Spider-Ham, Galactus, Mr. Negative, Nimrod, Living Tribunal, Mobius, Professor X, and Wiccan are perfectly fine. I think that Wiccan was just you got Wiccan on 3 if you had your curve, and again, I think that all of these cards are correct except Black Bolt. I don't understand Black Bolt personally.
I think it's about like if someone's holding like their champion. No, like you can't get.
No, you can't discard them though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking yeah, no. No, I don't. I also think Spider-Ham is kind of questionable there as well.
Spider-Ham is also kind of. I think it's just so you can't Spider-Ham a champion card. I don't think they want to deal with that interaction.
Yeah, that's like the one reason I'm like, I don't know if that's like you're already disincentivized to run one cost in Grand Arena because of the energy curve. So it's like, are you really running a Spider-Ham? You could just run another card.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you
100%.
run 2 drops, bro. You don't need to run 1 drops. Like it's like I don't know if Spider-Ham's really all that bad. Gorgon makes like everything else makes sense except for Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative should have been unbanned.
I'm glad Mr. Negative is banned. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Get Mr. Negative out of my face right now.
What's wrong with the turn 3 negative? Well, I don't see the problem. I don't see the issue. What's wrong?
If you're saying, I don't know what's wrong with turn 3 negative, and that is a snap condition for you every ladder game, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I get turn 3 negative all the time on ladder, and I lose some of those games, so it's fair.
Anyway, let's talk about the new banned cards. Someone take it away.
Yeah. So as we saw, they banned last time we had Grand Arena. They banned Agatha halfway through, bro. It's like some of these cards are like already banned, bro. It's like Agatha, yeah, makes sense. Sarah makes sense, definitely. We saw that be like a complete menace last Grand Arena, so they had to ban them halfway through. By the way, can we talk a little bit side tangent? What happened to 2-week events? Why are all of the events 1 week now? Like what? Why was Sanctum?
It is like the end of the season though, so it does make sense here.
I know, but like when Sanctum came out, it was 2 weeks. When Grand Arena came out, it was 2 weeks. It's like what happened to 2 weeks events? they could have changed things halfway through. Then now, okay. Anyways, Cannibal. I guess they only banned this because there's like a lot of the Hulk. I don't know. I don't think it was that big of a problem, but maybe it like. Because of the energy curve, it became more problematic. Alioth.
I think it made sense last season when we had Invisible Woman as a champion. I don't think it really makes sense this season, I'll be honest.
Like, Storm, yeah, fine.
Lockdown.
No lockdown.
Yeah.
No lockdown. Juggernaut.
Makes sense.
No, this one's also like, I don't think it's necessary to nerf Juggernaut. Like, that was, I think it's like, I don't know whatever. The Viper,
Clog.
I guess it could have been too annoying because if you can get a turn early, if you can get ahead on the curve on Clog stuff, it becomes really strong. Wong, just to stop degenerate combo stuff, I guess. Yep. Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi does not. Okay, I know it's because of the Hulk champion, but like, no, he doesn't need. The Hulk Precon has armor in it.
I love that. That is. I was hoping you would mention that. I was hoping you would mention that.
Has armor in it. What is the armor doing? It's not protecting against anything. If Shang-Chi's banned, Shang-Chi shouldn't have been banned. It's like, Bro,
I
like
love
I
that.
don't know what they're doing, bro. It's like
I
why
thought
are
that was
they hating on
hilarious
Shang-Chi
personally. Like,
so
why are you
much?
running armor? There's literally no need to run armor. Like, genuinely.
You can't get cannonballed, you can't get Shang-Chi'd. It's like what are they gonna do? What are they gonna
I thought it
do
was
to your
hilarious
big cards?
personally.
Negasonic, bro?
No,
Negasonic is
Negasonic is
banned.
also banned.
It's like it's so whack, bro. It's like I don't know, bro. I genuinely think Shang-Chi should have been unbanned. Shang-Chi isn't even that good anymore. Even if you're facing the Hulk pre-con and you have Shang-Chi,
It isn't
you
even
would
that good.
probably still lose on points because they just have 3 Hulks, bro. You destroyed
Yeah.
one of them, they still have 2 Hulks. It's actually crazy.
Yep.
Enchantress because ongoing because
Yeah.
fantastic.
Ongoing.
Mercury,
Move.
move. It's because move. Negasonic.
Mhm.
Now this one, I'm like, I guess it's because of the Hulk because it's too easy to set that up and be like, it blew up your Hulk. It's like
Yeah.
so or something. Scream.
Yeah.
Um, because of Magneto.
Magneto.
Because of
Yeah.
Magneto.
Makes
Now
sense.
this one's interesting. It's because of Magneto. Also, Magneto's so boring though. I don't know. It's like it's even.
It's not fun to play the card.
Debris-
I've been having Ghost Spider is the most fun, I will say.
Debris is clock stuff again. Yeah. Killmonger,
Yeah.
I guess because of Ghost Spider.
No,
Because
because
Ghost
no,
Spider
because
was-
of Zoo. Because what's his name? Herbie has a Zoo deck. Precons is
Nobody's
a Zoo
playing
deck.
Herbie as a zoo deck, bro. Nobody's playing.
No.
Herbie
But
as a zoo-
I'm saying, but his Precon deck is a Zoo deck.
Yeah, I know. It's just like that's their reasoning. I'm just like, come on, second dinner. You can't. Nobody. You keep on trying to make Herbie a zoo card. Nobody is playing Herbie in zoo. It's
No, they
not.
don't,
It's
yeah.
not happening, bro.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I
No,
just don't.
100%.
I don't understand second dinner. Sometimes they can't. They want to push something, but they're pushing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah. I don't know. Most of the ban list is reasonable. There's a couple of questionable decisions, but we got a
Overall,
more
makes
sensitive ban
sense.
list. Yeah, game mode should be fun. You just play synergy pieces. Just play your deck. Just play. Just have fun, bro. Just have fun.
And
then-
now talking about the champions, we have a couple returning champions, and we have some of the current what the skills for some of the current champions are doing. I'll go over 2 of them, and then I'll hand it over to someone. I'm gonna go ahead and do Magneto and Ghost Spider, and then I'll hand over to someone to do Hulk and Thor. So
Yep.
Magneto is it's 612 Magneto. You guys know what he does. Magneto's skill is Master of Magnetism, 4 cost. On reveal, move all enemy 3 and 4 cost cards here to this location. If either side here is full, double your champion's power. In other words, he's a 624 if your side is full. And you can play that on turn 6, or you can play that on turn 5, and you just have a big guy on the board. He's okay. Makes sense. I was actually pretty close on this one. I did say it had something to do with 3 and 4 costs, and I was right about that. Like someone said, it's just an overall boring champion. There really isn't
It's
a whole lot you can do with this.
Magneto, I think, is by far the most boring champion, and we have the Hulk, which is literally it's crazy. We have the Hulk, and I still think Magneto is more boring.
Yep.
as
Without a doubt.
as like a deck concept.
Yeah. And now we have Ghost Spider, who has been my personal use. I've been loving Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider, obviously 1-3. You guys know what she does. Ghost Spider's skill is Arachnid Acrobatics at a 4 cost. Your champion gets +2 power for each time one of your cards move this game. In other words, it is just a Hydra Stomper card. Like, I've been playing Hydra Stomper in this game mode, been loving it. It's like a mixture between regular move and Hydra Stomper. I've been loving everything about this mode. I've been getting like 30 to 40 power Ghost Spiders if I'm high rolling. You know, I think it's such an awesome mechanic and stuff, and obviously it really does help that Mercury is banned, and it really just goes to show that that move is just like insane. Like, even without the skill, like, I'm just hitting insane amounts of numbers like all the time. So yeah, good job taking dinner. Great job nerfing Mercury. I will say, great job nerfing Mercury.
Dude, it's crazy. Like sometimes I don't play the skill because I'm just playing a move deck. I'm just playing a move deck. You don't need the skill. It's like it's like you just play move and then win.
Yep, that's basically it.
It's a little wild. Yeah. So
Yes.
the other 2 new champions are Hulk. Hulk is the Hulk, and his skill is Hulk Smash, 3 cost. On reveal, set the cost of your Hulks to 4 in And this is anywhere from anywhere in deck or in hand. So all of your Hulks cost 4. And by Hulk, it just means any card that has Hulk in its name. So not Bruce Banner,
Mhm.
not Scar.
Mhm.
Those are the two exceptions. But Red Hulk, She Hulk, Normal Hulk,
Hulkling.
Hulkling,
Mhm.
and it's just 4 of them, right?
Yep,
It's just
just
4
for
of them,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was no, it's just
I guess there are 4 of them, so they get set the 4 cost.
yeah. They all get
uh,
set to work, dude. It's like okay, but this is still more interesting than Magneto. Like, bro, like it's more fun. At least the gameplay, right? Like, I just play my big guys early. I'm just playing Surtur with this. I'm just playing Surtur with this, bro. It's like Surtur Scar decks. It's just like I'm just playing big guys and just forcing you to deal with my big guys. Um, Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to Hulk.
yeah.
I really thought they were gonna do some high Evo stuff, right? But
Yeah.
no, high Evo. Actually, if you try to play high Evo, he's not gonna um, unlock Hulk's ability. It's not gonna
Really?
work.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
because the Hulk starts in hand,
Oh. You're right. That
and
does
I
make
assume
sense.
it's coded as game start or something.
Huh. That does make
Yeah,
sense. I do
yeah,
see that.
it's a little bit interesting. Yeah, the other new champion is Thor. Thor skill is Thundering Hammer, 2 cost. On reveal, shuffle Mjolnir into your deck and draw a card. Wow, that they just made 2 cost draw a card. I remember a few episodes back we were talking about like what the points value of drawing a card is. It's like, oh, shuffling a Mjolnir, the thing you want in this deck, and then drawing a card is like, oh my god. Like I don't know. Thor is like the
I mean,
kind of the common
the
deck.
decks are built to be broken. Like the skills are built to be broken though. Like you're supposed to be playing them. Like they're not supposed to sit in your hands. Which is why Hulk's is
Except
good.
for
Which is why
Ghost
Magnetos
Spiders.
is good. Like, Ghost Spider is. I still think Ghost Spider is insane. I think Thor's is also insane.
Yeah,
So
these skills are great. They're fine. They're fine. Like the other champions that remain, I guess we should clarify, are Carnage, Mr. Fantastic, Herbie, and for some reason Mole Man. I don't know
Creative
who was
cards.
asking for Mole Man champion.
I don't know,
He's
do
not
you
a new
either?
card anymore, so I don't know why they kept him.
Yep.
That one shocked. I was like, what?
That one's a little
Mole Man?
confusing, I will say.
You're keeping Mole Man? Like, I would have kept Invisible Woman over Mole Man. Like, that was more interesting. Don't you
I
think?
guess they wanted like the created card stuff, so you could play created cards with that deck.
I don't know. I don't know. I just every time I play Mole Man and I do like V hand stuff, I'm like, I would rather not be playing Mole Man. I just don't want to play Mole Man. I literally never want to play Mole Man. It's just the subterraneous summons that is like worth it. Every time I play Mole Man, it's like, man, I should have just played something else, bro.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that. I do agree. But it's a cool card. It's a cool skill and stuff. It adds like some funny dynamics. I've seen like these like insane hands with Mole Man's skill. So
Yeah, like when they double
cool.
Joaquin and like Onslaught, and then there's subterraneous summons. Yeah, they have like 40 power rocks.
Yep, basically what happens. Yeah. But yes. So I think that's it for Grand Arena. Yes, and now we're gonna hand it over to
Yeah.
ourselves with the live OTA reactions.
Ourselves
And
in
we'll
the
be right
past?
back. Up a little
All
blast
right,
in the
we'll
past,
see-
yeah.
We'll see you guys in now.
0.3 seconds.
Wait, we forgot to say
We're
who's
back. We're back, yes. So you guys have just transitioned from us talking to us talking, so welcome in.
But us
we're going
talking,
over
but
the-
in the past. In the
that's
past.
right, talking in the past. Yeah, so today is Thursday. Today is Thursday, October 30th, 2025. The OTA was just posted 5 minutes ago, and me
yeah.
and someone are going to go over this thing live. This is going to be so much fun. I
Live
love
react-
these live OTA reactions.
I've had to, dude. I was like flashbanged like in comp chat. I was like arguing with Namans, and
You
then
were
someone
flashbanged
posted the
Namans.
OTA and I had to quickly look away, bro. Someone posted like the.
I all of a sudden I got a second ping. I'm like, oh, did someone ping me? And then I go over and I see Marvel Snap, the official server ping. I'm like, it's out, baby.
No, but
so-
let's
Yes.
start. I'll start by reading.
Yes.
Reading, and then we can get into it.
You saw. Come on,
This
dude.
week's balance update will be trimming some power off of the top of a couple of archetypes, as well as continuing to cut extraneous extraneous power from tech cards were revealed. They're still on the tech cards thing. They're still on the tech cards. That's crazy.
Okay,
They're
okay. Hey,
still on the.
but like I said, CGR is getting nerfed. Red Guardian is
No
getting
way, bro.
nerfed. A bunch of I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Overall, we're very pleased where the metagame is. I'm trying to scroll down, like,
Yeah, yeah.
where the
Scroll down there. I can
metagame
barely see it actually.
is and has been since our tech reform. We're just looking to keep improving things as we can. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Okay, very
First
excited.
card, Black Cat from 1-5 to 1-4.
Yeah, it makes sense. Honestly,
Yeah,
she was just too good at a 1/5. Like she just fit in too many different things.
yeah,
Um,
it's kind of like a Hydra Bob, right? It's like Hydra Bob at 1-5 is like okay, bro. Like the downside isn't
Definitely,
even
yeah.
that much of a downside.
No, it isn't. Yeah. No,
Hydra
I
Bob
think
was
that Hydra Bob is. I think at this point, it's more worth it to run Hydra Bob than it is Black Cat at this point, personally.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
Black Cat actually has a downside. Hydra Bob didn't. Like, just
no,
straight up
Hydra Bob has
didn't.
no downside. Well,
I
he
mean,
still
like,
doesn't.
theoretically, you risk your stuff. Like, maybe, like, the snapping is in itself a risk, right? But, like, if you're
Yeah,
snapping to move Hydra Bob, you're you're probably confident that you're gonna win anyways. So,
yeah,
and Black Cat, but, like, a Black Cat at 1-5, it's like, it's just too easy to play. It's just
yeah. It
too
was way
easy.
too easy to play.
It's just, especially in all those end of turn decks. Oh my god. The end of turn decks
Wait,
was
one sec.
fantastic, right? Oh,
Let's see if I can kick
bro.
my earphones because I can barely hear you talking, and I don't want to talk over you on accident. So give me just a
No
sec.
way! I'm yelling.
So
I'm
sorry
literally
guys. You guys are
yelling.
watching some live technical issues.
No, I think you're just
Oh,
loud,
okay.
bro. Like in comparison to everybody else. Like I checked. Have you ever seen your audio in Riverside, bro? It's like compared to everyone else, we go like the normal squiggles. When you talk, it goes all the way. Like it goes. If you max out the bar.
Hey, it's not my fault that I'm a cool guy, you know.
Okay, bro.
Okay,
Okay, that's
I'm
the
connecting
second
now.
time you pulled that one on me.
I know, but it makes sense. I honestly, I think she's overtuned at 1/5. I didn't expect this change to happen, but it's a good change. I can't blame Second Dinner for this. Makes
I,
sense.
I I bet the next one is Hood, right? It's
There's
gotta be
no
Hood.
way.
It's gotta be
It has to
Hood.
be Hood. There has to be Hood. Yeah, it has to be Hood. There's no way Hood isn't getting nerfed.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh my gosh. Hold up.
there. Sauron
goes
from
from
1/3 to
1-3.
1/2.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's see what they have to say. We're starting by removing a power from some rate outliers, Black Cat and Sauron. We've aggressively juiced these cards in a bit in an effort for them to see play. With Black Cat in particular, up until this 1/5 buff, she was essentially never actually played as a normal Marvel Snap card. She just ended up in the discard pile until her friend Hella showed up. Yeah, pretty much 410 Black Cat.
Yeah.
As is, even though she does not produce awkwardness in games from time to time,
No, she does.
she's the most efficient one cost card in the game from a raw points perspective. And has enjoyed a lot of success in end of turn decks, just as we said, where her tag also functions as a synergy. We still believe she can function in that more preferable spot as a card that actually gets staged at 1/4 and won't function like such an outlier versus comparable one costs. Yeah, I mean, dude, I think for the people who were actually playing Black Cat and Hella still, they're crying. They're crying.
Makes sense, you know.
But
And
yeah,
so
I mean, do
yeah,
you like? But here's my question: It's like, do you ever run Black Cat in anything other than End of Turn?
no. Well, no, yes. Remember Ika's Darkhawk deck? That did run her. That did run her, yes.
Yeah, but at
Um,
1/5 because she was the best one drop to run, like rates wise. But
they
at
also
1/4,
run Hydra Bob and a couple other stuff. I don't think
yeah,
this
I
card
mean,
sees play out of End of Turn,
you
though.
just go down the list of all the best one drops, and then there's Black Cat, right? At one
No.
four, does she still make the
Yeah.
cut? It's like that's the thing.
No, I think Hydra Bob takes your spot because Hydra Bob still has the end
I
of
mean,
turn tag, which means that it works with the end of turn stuff. And I think Hydra Bob is a lot less awkward than what Black Cat is because if you draw Black Cat on 3 and you have Invisible Woman in hand, it's a lot harder to. You can't play Black Cat because you want to play Invisible
yeah,
Woman on 3. You know?
yeah. I mean, no one's really complaining except for end of turn
Mm-mm.
players.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Over time, Sauron's strategies have gradually improved in win rate, and as a result of how much impact Sauron has on a game when played on the first turn, we think we can comfortably position him with less points, with him retaining his mantle of ideal starting play for his strategy. So this was kind of interesting. I mean, yeah, he's a 1-3. He was a 1-3, which was technically above rate. But like, I don't know who's asking for this Sauron. I was like, who's complaining? Nobody was complaining about Sauron. What are they doing? You know?
I just think that the idea that they had was like, you're already gonna play this card because of its effect. That like giving that deck a good one cost that it can work with is just I don't think they like the idea of that. Especially when that's above rate, because we know that Misty Knight is the vanilla of ones and she's at a 1/2, and so
Ghost
moving him
Spider?
down to
Hello?
one.
Ghost Spider?
Yeah,
1-3 Ghost Spider? What did they do?
That's true. Ghost Spider. I mean, they might not have Ghost Spider right here, unironically, so we can't say anything about that
I
just
mean,
yet.
yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I mean, like, I get it. I don't like care because like this makes sense, right?
Mhm.
It like a card that like summons that is his own archetype.
Mhm.
Shouldn't really be above rate, right? For the thing it's doing is already so good, right? Like it's just a minor nerf to Sauron decks, I guess. I don't know, bro. This is like it's like I don't disagree with this, but also at the same time, I don't know who was asking for this.
No, not really. Um, they're okay changes, I guess. I don't really have
Yeah,
much
I
to say
mean,
about that.
yeah, Xenade's pretty sad. No.
Yeah, but he probably is sad. Yeah, Sinead is probably sad. Yeah. So yes, we can move on to the next change. Oh,
Oh, I called it. Oh my gosh, I called it.
Super Giant. Okay, Super Giant moves from a 4/7 to a 4/6. Makes sense. She was for the longest time like a pretty popular card in the meta. Yeah. 4/6. It does
It's
change a
interesting.
couple stuff,
No, I mean, I
obviously.
feel like people still. I feel like Supergiant's still gonna have a presence in Golden Gauntlet though. Like, I mean, she was like
Probably.
Supergiant was like. I think the reason they nerfed her is because like she had a big presence in Golden Gauntlet,
Hmm.
and she was just like,
An
like
above rate
just
4. Yeah.
massively stomping on like end of turn and a bunch of stuff. That's like,
Combo.
it's a 4/7 that does something, and like it's on rate and it does something very very important,
Hmm.
very very
I agree.
disruptive. So
Yeah.
like I mean it's kind of sort of like the Stardust thing, right? Maybe this is what they're talking when they're talking about tech if they consider Supergiant tech, right? Like
Yeah.
I
I don't have much to say about this. It's a point of power move from Super Giant. Okay. I guess you're gonna have to commit a little bit
I
more
mean
there.
you don't usually play decks that are that affected by Supergiant to begin with, so
Yeah, no, I
this is a
don't. I really
welcome
don't.
this is a welcome change for me, obviously as a Misfit Negative player because
Obviously.
as you know I lost to a Supergiant deck in
Yeah.
Golden Gauntlet. It was Darkhawk Supergiant. So,
Hmm.
you know, if I see slightly less of that, then I'm all for it.
I'm all for it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
will say
let's.
Supergiant has gone a recent. It's gone through a very fascinating journey. It was at 4-5, and in the first Golden Gauntlet, it was not played at all. And then they buffed it to 4/7, and it still wasn't being played until End of Turn came out, and then like it started being played as like a hard
It's end
counter
of
to
turn
that.
tech.
Yeah,
And then people realized 4/7 Super Giant was actually not that bad.
yeah, then they realized like she was like underrated. Like she was underrated for a while, but then now that everyone's caught up, they're finally tuning it down. So
Yeah.
let's see.
Oh
Oh, this is a very interesting
no,
card.
no, not Elias. No, I love Elias. Oh man, I love Elias. That's actually kind of annoying to me. I did kind of enjoy
Dude,
Elias.
it's so funny seeing this go back to 6/8. Dude, I remember Elias when they reworked Elias, I think he was a 6/8, right? They changed
Mm.
him back to they changed him to a 6/8 when they reworked his entire effect. And then for a while he wasn't seeing play, and then during like the or right before the Surtur season, they pushed him to a 6/10. As you can imagine, when Surtur was With Surtur, he was kind of a little bit cracked. Because, like, you play Surtur and then this is your big finisher stopping all their Shangs, especially the pre-nerf Shang. And then
That
okay,
sounds
and
fun.
then after that they changed him down to 6-9, and then now they're going all the way back to 6-8. It's like he's gone full circle, bro.
Come full circle, yeah. Huh. I hate that. Because Alive is already struggling enough to win his lane. Like he was already in a point where he was struggling to win his lane. Like yeah, I would. There are many times where I would Alive and like he still doesn't win the lane, and I would lose the game because I was off like 3 or 4 points of power, and it's just making him even worse now
Yeah.
because like now you need some other thing to go with him to make him win the lane.
I
So
mean, I will say, yeah, the deck, the Super Giant deck, is really taking a
taking a
beating here,
beating right
right?
now. Yeah, I did
6-8
not like
Alive
how
is
they did that one.
it does struggle. Yeah, it's like man, if your opponent like is just up by that many points, this
Mhm.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like you're making the gap even smaller. It's like I think this is pretty meaningful for Alliance.
Yeah.
I guess this is what they meant when they were talking about tech changes.
Jeez Louise, dude. Bye bye tech.
Yeah, they're really going all in on the how does Cam best put it? Ships passing in the night.
Shit's passing in the
Or I guess
night.
that's
Yep.
what they said. That's what they said. Let's see. What's the next one? Oh, oh my God. Oh, whoa! What the heck?
Oh!
Oh my gosh, bro, it's devastating.
Oh no! Oh,
Ab-
I love this. I just got this card a couple weeks ago. Oh my
Bro is
god!
absolutely devastated by this change.
No,
Mercury
no,
going
not
from a 2-2
Mercury.
to a 3-4.
Oh, how do I
Why?
beat? No. How is Move not the best deck in the game now?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was. That's what.
How is
that's
Move
what I-
not the best deck in the game now?
That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, holy crap, move is
Gosh,
crazy hard.
Mercury. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Wait. Let's see what they have to say about it. As you've likely noticed by now, we're keeping up the trend of trying to trim extraneous strength from tech where we think it is possible. To reiterate our position, we think Marvel Snap is a lot more fun when synergistic decks are at the top of the ladder and players have to be more thoughtful about including tech, with the intention of targeting specific strategies that are overrepresented or are particular threats to their strategy. We still believe interaction is healthy, but don't want the best decks in our game to be a stack of points generated through generic rate cards and the ability to shut down any strategy. Since End of Turn burst into the scene, then they're mentioning it, Supergiant has been a heavily played card as a powerful piece of interaction for that strategy, as well as finding a bevy of other interactions. As we have gotten the aforementioned end of turn deck into a better place, we feel more comfortable reducing Supergiant's power. During the robot takeover, we experimented with a large change to Alliance, but did ultimately decide to revert afterwards. We're taking a more conservative approach here. While the presence of Alliance in Marvel Snap is a good thing in many regards, perhaps most notably ensuring that priority remains a dynamic part of the final turn of the game, its level of flexibility does make us comfortable with removing a power. It is currently a little too close to the best generic 6-cost card in the game, and we'd like that not to be true of a tech card.
Okay, I like to read this one. I like to read this one. Finally, the largest change here is to Mercury. The Mercury Cannonball combo has been a prominent part of the metagame for some time now. And although we did make a large jump to Cannonball, that hasn't resulted in a sufficient shift in our eyes. As it stands, Mercury is a powerful proactive card that incidentally makes it much more difficult for Mood to exist in the metagame. We would like to prefer for Mercury to be a card that players turn to, perhaps still with Cannonball, if they deemed Move prevalent enough that they need to fight it back. As it stands, Move doesn't have much room to breathe with the amount of Mercury that players get to play for free, and we have chosen to address that by weakening how efficient the text piece is. My thoughts.
Mercury is gone. No, move is far and away the best card, the best deck in the game at this point, far and away. You're removing it was like the only interaction piece you really had against that deck, which is Mercury, and you're making it a 3 cost, which is just so much more difficult to fit into decks, and it's just like second inner is just it's just like okay, and now we have move season coming up this next week, like.
This time the timing is a little bit like suspicious though, right? Right? Like it does strike me as like, oh, they're saying all this stuff about, oh, Move doesn't have room to breathe. It's like it's crazy they think Move doesn't have room to breathe. Move is like already crazy. Sparking, giving 2-1, giving +3. Dude, Sparky's crack, like all the Move cards are really, really good.
I swear, if Sparky isn't nerfed in this OTA, I don't like this OTA at all.
Dude, it's a little bit crazy. I don't know if I didn't see that much like Mercury Cannonball on ladder, right? Like I didn't see it that much, and then changing it to 3/4 second. That's
a big nerf.
They got the fantastic first steps treatment essentially.
Mm-hmm. And that card is barely played anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's not even that bad of a card. It's just like it's like this Mercury isn't bad, right? Theoretically, it got the 2 points back from the that Cannonball lost. Obviously,
but now it costs one more.
Yeah, so I guess Wiccan players can still do this final turn, Mercury Cannonball. Right? They have 8 energy turn. They have
Wiccan
8 energy
players
turn
can.
6. Yeah, but if you're doing,
but now she's a 3-cost.
If you're playing like I don't know, Once in Future. No, yeah, you could do that. Once in Future. Yeah, like okay, a lot of the ways like I remember like a lot of the times people were doing this on turn 7 anyways with like with Luna Snow or other energy ramp, right? And now it's gonna be a lot harder to do that like turn 6. Turn 6 I meant. I mean, yeah, it's gonna require a lot more setup. Dude, what is going on in your background?
Is that me? I thought that was you.
No, I'm pretty sure it's coming from you. No, I muted myself, and no, it's coming from you.
I have no
What is
clue
going on, bro?
what the sound is. I don't know where it's coming from.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. They're changing move, and the moment that they're releasing that they're gonna do move season again. By the way, this is like move season 2.0, right? We had a move season like 6 months ago, right? Like, actually, I don't remember how long ago Aranya was, and what was it called? The what season was it? With Madam Web, Aranya. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't that long ago. It's crazy. Alliance, Alliance and Supergiant, I'm fine with personally, but this seems like
This is too much. I don't like this change at all. As you can probably tell by my reaction, I don't like this at all. I don't think this is a good change.
Be like
it is now the undisputed best deck in the game. Human Torch can go over anything. It can run tech cards that can interact with combo decks. It's like there's no reason that move is not the best card in the best deck.
Dude,
there's no reason.
It's a little bit bad for me as a Misfit Negative player because the move is like one of the only things that can just go over the top of me altogether, and it's hard to interact with. Oh man. Well, let's see what they have next. Hopefully they nerf Sparky or something.
Oh
my God! Holy moly! Whoa! You want to read this out?
Yes. X23 old 1-2. So X23 got moved from a 1-2 to a 1-1. Destroyer's gotten some excellent tools lately and has been one of the best performing decks of the past season. We generally consider it a good sign when Destroy is one of the best Marvel Snap decks, but in the interest of shaking things up slightly, we are weakening one of Destroy's strongest cards. We chose X23 over many other options as we felt it would make the least impact on how the deck's gameplay actually unfolds. X23's strongest feature is their energy production, and although the deck will feel one less point in the slight, although the deck will feel one less point in the slight ding to win rate, and one effect will makes her or the deck powerful from the archetype standpoint. Okay, so all they're doing is is like Destroy was a little too good in their opinion, and they decided to trim a little bit of power off X23. That's basically all that happened.
I'm gonna say I think this is just a wrong decision. They hit the wrong card.
No, I think I think this is a good hit. Because I think this
No.
even in like all like the decks that the Destroy was running X23 every time because the extra energy was always important.
Yeah, every deck is running X23, but the reason Destroy decks became prominent all of a sudden was because of Headpool. Headpool's the real problem here. It's not. It's like Mortar X Headpool. But okay, look. I don't like more taking a point of power off of Mortar X doesn't really do anything because you're destroying Mortar X anyways, right? I feel like taking point of power off of Headpool does matter a little bit more. And it's just I don't know. X23 is one of those cards like they gave it to everyone a while back, and it's like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it just doesn't feel like it deserves this one power nerf as opposed to some other cards. I feel like Headpool should have gotten the ding instead. I mean,
Deadpool, but maybe I could see that. I guess it's just like now it's like we were talking about the other day. It's like points per space is a lot smaller than it used to be for Destroy.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, but like,
I think
yeah.
but Destroy was really relying on 2 cards though to go big though, so
But
that's a little less.
this is more than like a one power change, I think. Cause with X23, usually you're like venoming it, and then and then you're not getting as much power off of a venom, and if you're doing multiple stuff, like I don't know. It does feel like the X23 got hit with a stray here, and instead of like the real issue. Like if you maybe off of Headpool and off of Agony, right? Like Agony's a 1/3. Does Agony need to be a 1/3? It doesn't really need to be a 1/3, bro. Like, yeah.
Maybe Headpool to a 1-0 would have been better.
Dude, nobody like here's the thing. It's like they put it to 1/3 in the hopes that people are gonna start playing Agony. Nobody's playing Agony and anything else other than Destroy. Nobody playing Agony. I play Agony in like Nomura, but like Nomura's terrible right now. Like it's just because I personally find her fun, right? Like nobody cares about Agony. It's like why would you remove? I don't know. I just feel like this X23 got hit with a stray here. Man, let's see what's next. Oh! Hold up. Leader going from 6'4" to 6'5". Dude,
Interesting. I like
you
that.
just created a deck including Leader, right?
I did just make a deck including Leader. I'm very excited about that now. Now I have to run the deck. Now I have to play with the deck a little bit. That looks very interesting.
He's a worse Mr. Negative card. That's all I have to say.
I'm not answering that. Let's move on. I'm not going to address what you just said. Let's move on.
Gosh, Nakia.
Oh!
There we go.
Boom! Nakia going to a 3/4. Let's go, actually. I like Nakia quite a lot. That makes her quite a bit more interesting in some decks.
Hand buff just got a buff.
Hand buff rejoice.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I remember they changed Okoye from a 2/2 to a 2/3, and I was like, shouldn't they have changed Nakia first? I feel like Okoye was definitely better in that. In my opinion, at least. I don't know. But this is also pretty good. Yeah, great. I don't know if Hand Buffs is gonna be a real deck. Like, I don't know who's gonna be playing Hand Buff right like at the moment.
Probably not.
Maybe Zombie Galacti players. Maybe
Zombie Galacti players. Okay.
Zombie Galacti players are
Sure.
pretty happy about this change. I guess they're gonna be playing. They're gonna Koya top deck the Zombie Galacti, and then they're gonna Nakia, and then they're gonna play like Luna Snow or plus Clea. I don't know what these. I don't know what decks they're playing. It already sounds like so much cope.
It does. Okay. Next
All
change.
right, what's next change?
Oh! Benny Parker. SP
this-
slash DR. Or moving it from a 3/4 to a 3/5. So Benny created
my
a
God.
SP slash DR, and that robot now does 3/5 instead of 3/4.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It started at 3/3. It released the SPDR, the Spider, Penny Parker
Mhm.
Spider, released at 3.3, and now it's a 3.5. Does anyone play this?
I could see that being played unironically. I mean, you're curving into a 2-3 into a 3-5. That gives you +1 energy next turn. That's not terrible.
It's like, it's strange,
It's-
right? Because you think like this is a lot more power than like Jennifer Kale, right?
Mhm.
I think is the closest comparison, right? Like
Mhm.
Jennifer Kale obviously has the flexibility of being you can choose when to activate it, but you don't even have that many turns. You can activate it on 3, on 4, on 5, right? Activating on 6 does nothing because you're not gonna be able to use the energy. So like I don't know how much flexibility. How much flexibility is that? And I'm pretty sure like is that worth giving up for like 5 extra power? I think probably.
Hmm.
I mean,
I
in
think
some
so.
cases, right? If you don't want to go,
Yeah,
if you want to like play Infinity Ultron early, like I remember some decks wanting to do
Mhm.
that.
That's
Hmm.
actually a nice curve out, yeah. I like that. Seems
Yeah,
interesting.
and you can also move your Penny Parker
Yeah.
right,
Movie
anywhere.
Penny Parker, yeah.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. Like yeah, there's the restriction of being locked in. Like 2 of your turns are taken by this one card, right? You have to play it. Your opponent knows what you're doing, can see where it's like super telegraphed. But I feel like 3.5. Surely this is worth it, dude. Next week is gonna be like 3.6.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's gonna be Luna
It's a cool
Cell.
card. It's a cool card, I
Okay.
guess.
Oh,
Oh, Electro moving from a 3-4 to a 3-5.
my
Okay.
God.
So Electro went
I-
from 3-3 to 3-4 to 3-5 now. Okay. Interesting.
it started at 3.2.
3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3-5.
Dude,
Eventually, secondary will
wow.
get there.
Use the 3-2 at the beginning of the game. This is like I feel like Electro is like the living embodiment of power creep in this game.
Yeah, literally.
It's like every time they change him, he's still useless, but he's slightly closer to being on par.
Slightly.
I
It's
think the problem with Electro is that like everything you want to be doing with Electro, like is getting
Is
rid of
getting
him.
his-
So it doesn't matter how
exactly.
much points he has.
he should be a 2-2. Make him a 2-2.
Mmm. That's
Make him a 2-2, please. Or
No, that's like-
or 1-0.
I just want 2-3, bro. Like
No, 2-2.
no,
Because
dude,
you don't want to keep him on the. Oh, that's right.
No, dude,
You're getting rid
that's
of him anyway. Yeah.
worse than Penny Parker, bro.
That's better than Bunny Parker, actually, because
A
you'll have to
2-2
play a 3
Electro?
cost. Yeah, I'll play 2-2 Electro in some decks. You know, maybe
Which
like a
decks?
destroy blend.
Yeah, but what? You're gonna go buy a Tuma on top of like I don't know.
I mean,
2-2 into like and you go to 2-2 Electro into a Tuma, bro. You're gonna do that? That's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, maybe I do.
Oh,
What about it? Interesting. Electro.
Captain Marvel?
Okay, so
like
definitely a
zombie
couple
Captain
cards.
Marvel? I don't know. I don't know. This 3.5 is not gonna. No, I don't think people are gonna play this. It's
No,
still
it's
not.
still not.
gonna be played.
I don't think they realize that people trying to get rid of Electro and not keep him on the freaking board.
Nobody wants to be playing
You're
fair
blinking
Electro.
him usually. No,
Dude,
no one does.
It's like anyone who's playing Energy Ramp isn't trying to play fair to begin with. It's like
No, yeah. Huh.
Wiccan players like people. Oh my gosh! And I'm pointing the finger at Unimods.
Yeah. Huh.
God, let's see what they have to say. Oh, this is the last one. Oh my god! As usual, here are a few different underperforming cards that we hope we can get a little more time in the spotlight in the upcoming season. Maybe Nakia can be an exciting, superior Spider-Man and it. What does Superior Spider-Man do again?
Superior Spy. If you 3/4, if you at the beginning of each turn, if you have a card with increased power and play +1 energy. I thought off the top of my head, I think that's what his text is literally saying.
And they think Electro's gonna compete with that? They think
No,
3.5 Electro's gonna compete with that?
Yeah, no, it's not. Huh.
That's wild. Oh, but
Maybe
by the way,
Nikki-
start of turn deck. Gonna be real. Start of turn deck.
Mad Finger, let's freaking go, dude.
Mad Finger
The
won,
stonks
and-
are at an all-time high.
Mad Finger 1, Merlin on 2, and you play Superior Spider-Man on 3, and then you'll have a full hand on 4, so you'll get the +1 energy. And then because Mad Finger's gonna get buffed, and then
Mhm. Mhm.
that's
awesome.
so funny. That's
Um,
so funny.
Or perhaps if you're interested in eliminating Electro's drawback with Man Spider. Regardless, we hope you enjoy November. So for those of you guys who don't know, if I'm again, this is off the top of my head. Man Spider is a 5/2. I think it's activate merge card here with this card.
No, it's
Every
on
single time
reveal.
on reveal. Sorry, merge a card here with
On
this
real
card.
merge the last card you played into this.
With this card. Yeah, and then every single time this card merges, double its power. I think that's what it text
Okay,
says.
so let's say they're suggesting that you play 3/5 Electro and then you play a Man
It's
Spider.
actually not terrible
Man
because I
Spider
mean
merges-
5/14. It's
5/14?
off the top of the head, like 5/14, and you have ramp for the rest of the
Okay,
game.
maybe that's a real deck. Maybe
Huh.
that's what they're going for. But I
That
don't
might
know.
be interesting, actually. I do
I
like
mean,
that
it's
idea. Man
like-
Spider looks fun.
Maybe that's the thing to do. I'm not sure that's really gonna be all that good. Cause like, what's the game plan after that? What are you doing? Like, what are you playing after you play your Man Spider?
I got no clue. Maybe some like what's the card that merges? I don't know what would merge.
It's gonna be a full merge deck. Are we finally getting the merge deck?
I mean, I guess what you could do is you could do
Wait,
Penny
hold up.
Parker into Electro into Man Spider into SP/D/S DDR, and then have it move around and stuff, and then play off that. I guess that's like
Full
the
merge.
curve.
We're gonna get Agony, Hulkbuster,
Oh
Penny
my.
Parker, Blob. No. Blob doesn't really count as a merge card. What other cards merge? Symbiote Spider-Man, I guess.
You could do
man.
that. Yeah.
I mean, here's the
Um,
thing. Like, you play one big thing, but like, are you like what? What's the plan? Taskmaster? You're gonna play Taskmaster? to
No.
win the-
You merge it a couple times, and then you play what's his name, Arnim Zola.
Yeah, but like, if you Arnim Zola, a Man Spider, only the leftmost one is gonna double again. It
doesn't need to double. It'll already be at insane immense power.
You're saying it'll already be that big, right?
Yeah, it'll already be that. I mean, remember it's doubling after every merge. So if you're merging
I
the
mean,
SP/DR into it after merging Electra, then it's a 5/21, which doubles into a 5/42, and it can move around, which means you have the flexibility of letting that thing be what's that card called? Let it be Zolad. It sounds interesting. I don't think it's good by any means. It probably just dies to interaction.
It's a very interesting combo deck, I guess.
But I guess like there is no interaction anymore because second is like no more interaction, guys. Have
Cosmo's
fun.
still there. Cosmo's still there. You can easily stop this as a Cosmo. All those move
Uh-huh.
decks are running Cosmo, bro. Like they're gonna have Cosmo on top of their Madam Webs. They're gonna snipe your man thing every
Well,
single
no,
game.
they don't have to because remember if you play as SP/DR, you can move it around.
Yeah, but they're gonna Cosmo before you can play SP/DR.
Well, if
on
they
top
have
of your man
priority,
thing.
that is.
I mean, they probably will. I mean,
I think this actually sounds like a cool card. I don't have Penny Parker, but
okay,
but,
but here's the thing:
I'll
if
play this.
you're going like all in on the merge deck, supposedly, I feel like you might as well just do like Black Panther combo at that point. If you want
Probably.
to do doubling stuff, you might as well just do that. I don't know. It just feels like it might be better like as a low end thing, but like the moment you try to start to combo with this stuff, I just feel like it's like way worse than Black Panther combo. You get me? You get what I mean?
Seems about right.
I don't know. But I guess that's the entire OTA. This is not, honestly, a lot of these changes everything's a 1 power change, bro. Except for Mercury. Everything was like a very minor change. So it's very, very small OTA. Oh god. The next OTA, like right before Worlds, better not be like the biggest OTA.
Okay. Before we close out, before like we hand it back to future selves.
Self.
I would like to talk about Mercury. So
Oh,
if
yeah?
we scroll down to Mercury real quick. Okay. This change is what takes this. I think this OTA was okay. It was like makes sense, I guess. Like I have nothing wrong. The only issue I have with this OTA is this change. This and maybe X23 are the only ones I have issues with, like in any way, shape, or form. Like you are letting move free reign, especially when there is a move season coming. Like, no. I'm not doing this. I'm sorry. Like you cannot tell me you're moving. Like I hear this. Like it's funny. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna side rant for a second. I was watching a Cam Best video the other day, and he was talking about how the meta. He thinks that the meta is in its best spot it's ever been. Because there's less interaction and it lets people have more fun in the game. Sure, I agree. It is more fun to get a combo off. But what happens is it turns the game into if I draw my stuff, I win, and if my opponent draws their stuff, they win. You're turning into a game of I need to draw. That's all it becomes. And you've nerfed every single interaction card has been nerfed in some way, shape, or form. Juggernaut, Mercury, Negasonic, Eliath, Super Giants. Super Giant was really like the last defense against these insane combo decks.
Use those interactions. It's not like you can't interact.
But the issue is that since they've been nerfed to such a degree, they're a lot harder to fit into decks. So you're really telling you're really just saying like, okay, if I have more points than my opponent, I win. Obviously, that's how the game works. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, what Second Dinner is doing. Of course, like, it's cool, like, and maybe people are more happy about, like, non-interaction and stuff, Maybe Reddit was right all along, like, get rid of interaction.
No, Reddit was never right. You can't give them any,
any kind of leeway. Yeah. I still think that the meta's in the worst spot. I think the meta's in the worst spot it's been in quite a while. I'm gonna be honest. I think it is
crazy.
I think the interaction.
Crazy, bro.
I think that I think you're just telling me that like, okay, I run Tribunal, me get big number, me win.
Okay, but
me play Hello, me get big number, me win. That's what it is.
You're acting like there's no interaction. There's still interaction in the game.
Yeah, but the interaction is nerfed. The point is, of course, there's still interaction.
Cosmic Ghost Rider was gonna get nerfed. Cosmic Ghost Rider stayed the same. You can still play Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah, okay, but Cosmic Ghost Rider can only do certain amounts. Yeah, Dawkin again. I'm like you're.
Bro's suffering right now.
You're telling me, okay, I have to play Dawkin, Tribunal, or move, and I win. I can play Destroy and just focus all in on the high roll, and I win. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that I just play a high roll deck.
This game isn't like it isn't like, dude. Okay, look, with Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative is theoretically a high roll deck, but I still have to win those like a bunch of games where I don't high roll, right? Like, and I don't think this like.
That's the point, though. That's the point, though. In a matchup where there are two combo decks going against each other, you are the person who draws better ends up winning. Now, I don't know how much of our audience has played Pokemon Pocket before. I'm still like an avid fan of Pokemon Pocket. I do enjoy it. Pokemon Pocket is a game of if I don't draw, I lose. It's literally that. Like there is a reason that there's a card that Professor Oak in that game, or cards like some of the new cards that draw cards at the end of turn are so good. There is a reason because it like if you are drawing your combo, you win. And it's the same in Marvel Snap now. If you draw your combo, you win. I don't find that fun.
I don't think it's to that degree though. I
think it is. Because all I had to do was play Dawkin in one lane Dawk, and then Coptrica it, and then play it in another lane, and then just Arnhem Soul and win.
It's not, dude. But the Marvel Snap isn't like those other games. You forget this game. This game is about snapping. It's about probabilities. About how much you're betting. Right? You can still be winning. You can still be gaining keeps. Like it's. There's two things that I think stop it from being like the I draw this, I win, I don't draw, I lose. It's one, snapping, right? You obviously you have the ability to choose how much you're invested, right? And then maybe this is gonna force players to learn how to snap better, to stay make sure that the games that they're winning are the games that they're snapping, and that the retreating games that
Yeah, but okay, but here's my question: do you really want to see Dokken every single game
It's not
and
gonna
really
be
have to
every
deal with
game, bro. I
Dokken
don't think
every.
it's gonna be.
There is. It's either Dokken. It's one of three decks: Dokken, Destroy, Move,
Okay,
or
well,
like
I
a couple other stuff.
okay,
It's just
I don't
it's
know
just
what I don't know what pocket meta you're in, but like I don't know. It's just I haven't seen that. Like okay, look, I was doing fine on ladder like the other day. I was climbing. It was fine. It was fine. It was like I didn't see like a repetition of one deck in particular. That's what I'm saying. Like the deck is the meta is
you have to remember
very
you're playing
very
Mr.
at the
Negative.
moment.
You have to remember you're playing Mr. Negative though, and
Yeah,
you're a
I'm
high
playing
roll
Mr.
deck.
Negative.
You're a high roll deck. You know, like
Okay,
for
people
all of
say
us that
that, but, like, I
enjoy
have to
mid
win.
range deck, it's a lot
Dude,
harder.
I have to win without Mr. Negative like 50% of my games, bro. It's like
Oh no! Whatever will I do? I don't have Mr.
Dude,
Negative
Mr.
in some
Negative without
games.
playing Mr. Negative, it's just a bad deck, bro. It's not good. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
good.
which is why you snap and retreat with that specific deck. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I mean, I've gotten good at snapping retreat. I've gotten good at like maximizing the amount of cubes I get from every single game, right? And I think that's just a skill more people have to learn. Okay, but like going back to like I said, there was two reasons why Marvel Snap isn't to the point of Pokemon Pocket. Another reason is because there's three locations. You're not just like attacking a single target like in Pokemon where you're trying to like take three knockouts, right? In Pocket, three points, whatever. Um, or in Magic the Gathering, where it's like you're trying to hit a life total. Same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like you have to win 2 out of 3 lanes, and a lot of it comes down to power allocation. There's a lot of games where you could have won if you just placed your power correctly. If you just placed your cards in the right spots. So like maybe they generated more points than you, but you win anyways because you like you won like that one location by 1 point, and you won another location. It's like it's about power allocation, right? And I think like there's a lot of games where like theoretically your opponent like has the advantage, but like if they just don't like allocate their points correctly, they can still lose, right? Like as a Mr. Negative player, I've had like games where I got blown out for 8 Qs because I thought I was safe, so I just spread out my power evenly, but my opponent spiked in one lane that I didn't expect them to win, to flip, and then all of a sudden I lost 8 cubes, right? Or like move players, like a lot of sometimes move players can like just lose, even though they have like 100+ Human Torch, they lose the other 2 lanes because they forgot they invested so much points into their Human Torch that they forgot to like actually win another lane, right? Like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more you can do here in Marvel Snap to mitigate the sort of like synergy. I just don't like agree with the perspective that it's gonna be all like it's gonna be super like combo like synergy focused. Like there's still
it is.
not
It
to
is
mention
though.
that the fact that there's still interaction. There's still interaction. It's not like there's no interaction.
Yes,
You can
but
still
yeah,
do
but there's a
stuff.
whole lot less interaction. That's that. My point is that you're letting like Mercury. A lot less people are going to be playing Mercury, which means the move is just by default already favored, and we already saw that move, especially with Sparky, was already doing insane, and now it's just like okay, I just win now. If I have Human
Okay,
Torch, I just win.
okay, but like move might be overtuned, but I'm pretty sure like we all know this. The move is gonna get nerfed whenever the next card, like the next good card that breaks move is released. They're gonna nerf.
Yeah, but they haven't
either
nerfed
Human
him
Torch
yet.
or Sparky or like whatever.
They haven't nerfed them yet. They haven't done that though. And
Not
and
yet,
Sparky released last
but,
week.
once
Sorry,
next season
last
comes
month.
around and it becomes the dominant deck, then they're gonna move it.
Well, I don't know
They're
if
gonna,
moves. I think it's gonna be more Hydro Stomper that's gonna be next month's deck.
Nerf Hydro Stomper, no way.
No, I mean that they're gonna that next season's cards are Hydro Stomper cards. That's what I'm saying.
Hydro Stomper. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, okay, let's see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how the meta develops. I don't know, dude. We said that like when the tech apocalypse came, when the tech imbalance patch, we said like everything was gonna be combo. It wasn't all combo. It was.
It was Sauron. That's all it was.
That's not a combo deck. That's just like big points, big numbers, bro. Like that's like, literally like the dumb deck. It's the opposite of combo. It's like. I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Well, okay, but I hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. Obviously, we have some disagreements about the state of the meta after this OTA, but tell us what you guys think, and we'll be you'll see us discussing our news segment.
Transition. Yes, transition.
We'll see you like
People gonna have the same idea there. Welcome back, everybody. I hope the live went well. And now we're gonna head into a little special segments. I have been preparing now for a little bit, but before that, before we head into this, and what is probably gonna be the highlight of the video, highlight of the video, without a doubt.
OTA.
Not the OTA, no. Why would the OTA be the highlight? No. I want to quickly touch up on one thing from the OTA. I didn't mention in the live OTA, if I'm remembering correctly, but I think that Alive's change, and I did mention Mercury a little bit. Alive and Mercury's change were objectively wrong balancing by the balance team.
Oh.
Just quickly, I'm not gonna go too long, okay? Because I do want to get into this, because I'm very excited about this. I think that those were very bad changes for the health of the game. I don't think Goliath is doing anything that second dinner was like, oh, let's nerf this card. I think like they're saying, oh, Move was not a very good deck because of Mercury. 2/2 Mercury was in the game, and Move was still like one of the best decks in over a year. So like I don't see their reasoning behind nerfing both of those cards, but in second dinner we trust, I guess, at the end of the day.
Look, it's kind of like Enchantress, 5/8 Enchantress. 5/8 Enchantress is just as good against ongoing, but it's no longer being played as generally, So maybe like 3/4 Mercury is like, I actually don't think it's just as good as against Move, but it's not significantly worse against Move. You just have to play it like in a deck that loses to Move, like hard loses to Move. So.
Yeah, maybe I guess that's a fair look at it.
Anyways, but your segment. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. They actually let me do this. Okay, so
me?
You actually let me do this. I am going to start a segment. Hopefully, it'll become a weekly segment. And the name of the segment is Rock Scale Imbalancers. Now, it is a new segment by me, and where I am going to be going over old broken cards in Marvel Snap's past. Looking at how broken they were, what they did, and if I was to put them in the game today, how good would they be? So I'm gonna start out pretty simple with a card that I think most people probably know, and we're gonna start off with our friend Loki. Yes, I couldn't find a good image of him when he was at his peak, which is 3/5.
3 and 5.
I had to Photoshop the 3 and 5. Forgive me, everybody. Okay, I tried my absolute hardest. So 3/5 Loki. For you guys who don't know, I'm gonna quickly read his text. On reveal, replace your hand with cards from your opponent's starting deck. Give them -1 cost. Now, this card was 2 rocks. Why? That is what I'm going to be unpacking for everyone today. And I'm going to also talk about what happens if this card was released tomorrow. What would the impact on the meta be? What would decks that you could see him in?
Loki was reverted,
yeah, if Loki was reverted today, that kind of thing, So Loki was 2 rock, which means that he was broken, like he was being run in close to every deck, he was a meta imbalancer, and he tips the rock scale. This is like, yours will be able to see the full scale of the rock scale over this series, and where we start using 2 and 3 and 4 rocks, because cards are that broken.
The mythical 5 rock card does
and eventually maybe we'll get to a 5 rock. Of course, we'll have to see about that one.
I don't know.
We'll have to see though. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That broken is crazy.
But yes, why was this broken? I'm gonna try to be as detailed as I possibly can. Remember, unfortunately I wasn't playing around this time, so I did use as much content as I could. Like I went back, I watched a couple KM Best videos on decks. I know KM Best is a top player. He was playing with Loki in top decks, and the very first thing I noticed is that there is a lot of hand generation in these decks. Snowguard, Agent Coulson, Sentinel were cards that were being run in Loki decks. And as you guys can see, I'm gonna go back quickly. Loki says replace your hand, so you need hand generation for this card to be getting its full effects, And this card was released. Loki was released before Mobius came out, so that it was like you were guaranteed your what is this thing called? Your reductions, unless your opponent was playing Wave. But we can talk about Wave later, because I think Wave also deserves their own segment, because I think Wave back then was broken as well.
Yeah. Most stuff back then was just a more broken game.
It really was. Like there were just like stuff that shouldn't have been out then. But yes, the 3 main cards you always saw in Loki decks were Quinjet, Snowguard, and Collector. Quinjet back then did not have the limitation of limited to one. So Quinjet was also pretty broken. And as you can probably imagine, you could get zero cost cards with Loki, and it's really snowballed out of hand really quickly. Snowguard, again, it is a one cost that adds two cards to hand, and Snowguard's effects back then were three costs, which means that they were two costs, which means they were just objectively better than they are now, which means that you could actually play out a game with them. And then Collector. Collector is just like, if you're adding a bunch of cards to your hand and then locating them, it would just double, like, Collector would get absolutely huge numbers. And then also, a card that I didn't include on this slide, but I did notice quite a few people playing here, is America Chavez. America Chavez used to be a 6/9. This starts at the bottom of your deck. You draw this on turn 6. In other words, it just increases the consistency of your deck and allows you to draw Loki more often, which is what your deck wants to be doing. So, obviously, this deck was absolutely broken. It was just taking over the metagame. Shadow King back then had just recently gotten buffed, so Shadow King was being seen everywhere, and it's really interesting seeing KM point of view. Like I seeing like the decks he was building, because a lot of focus was being put into mirror matchups. Like when your opponent was playing Loki, your deck is running cards that are naturally inferior. Now, what do I mean by that? Your deck is running, for example, instead of Devil Dinosaur, which is a pretty good option running back in there because you're just filling your hands. It was running what's the card called again? It was running Legion. Why was it running Legion? Because Legion still give you control over locations. It gave you the scam potential, but it wasn't as damning if you gave it to your opponents. You know, because then it's like, okay, I just need to play around Legion, you know? And so there was a lot of focus being put into these mirror matchups. At the same time, it was like you just really needed to like be filling your hand. You know, if it wasn't a mirror matchup, it's like, okay, if I can fill my hand, if I can get 70 low-keyed cards and collectors on the board, I just win. It was basically that easy. And I saw multiple times where you would be Loki on 4 after Agent Cole sitting on 3, and then you would do Loki plus Snowguard on 4, and you would just kind of win. It was basically what it was. And then your opponent would sometimes wave you, which would stop all these discounts from happening. But like I said, I don't want to talk too much about Wave, except Wave was kind of a counter to Loki in some ways. Because I do want to talk about Wave later on. I think that she definitely deserves her own segment, especially where she was at, especially in this metagame. And I'm very excited to get to that point. So now I'm going to quickly move on to another part of the segment, which was what was the impact of Loki on release. As you can see, I have pretty detailed notes on what Loki did. Loki, here, I'm going to move this part out of the screen so I can see this better. Loki was released in 2023, 0905. Quinjet. Now quickly, direct your attention to Quinjet and Collector. As you guys remembered earlier, we were on Collector and Quinjet as two very important cards in the Loki archetype. Quinjet got nerfed. They added the limitation of minimum 1. And then Collector went from a 2/2 to a 0/2. Sorry, a 2/0. I typed that in. I'm so sorry about that, everybody. He's not a 0/2. That would be insane. I cannot believe that I actually put that in.
Bro's leaking the next OTA.
Oh no, that'd be insane. Think about that. Loki was that good that they had to move Collector, who right now at a 2/2 is perfectly fine, to a 2/0. Like Loki was that good, and after this nerf,
a lot of things more than
that. Oh yeah. There were also a couple other nerfs. I think that Snowguard eventually got moved to 3 costs. You know, there were a bunch of other nerfs that happened because of Loki. And I don't have I had a screenshot when I first started making these slides of all the changes that Loki went through, and I think Loki was probably the most changed card in Snap's history, and went through 8 different versions before coming to where he is right now. So Loki is definitely a very hard card for.
There are more changes to Loki than there are. I mean, to other cards than there are to Loki, but he is one of the most changed.
Yeah, one of. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to. Don't quote me on that because I didn't check the numbers for that. I should have definitely done that. That's definitely a misplay on my part.
Misplay.
I'm going to direct you guys' attention to the right part of the screen. As you guys see, I have little asterisks over where the changes happened. These changes both happened over the span of 2 OTAs, which means Loki was released 1. Then OT after Loki's release happened. Quinjet was nerfed, which happened on 2023 03/21, and Collectors happened almost immediately after. Again, also I think it's 23/09/21.
By the way, I just have to point out That they also before they landed on like the current design of Loki, they had to change Loki's text from replace to transform the cards into your hand so that it would no longer work with collector.
Yeah.
So they had to do this whole transform thing, which is like great. There's not that many transform cards in the game. Like they had to like use a niche mechanic to like
Oh, yeah.
to actually like make this work. It's
Oh yeah, it was that good. Again, this card was absolutely broken. Like it was two rocks, obviously. Like it shuffled two rocks in your deck for a reason. And obviously again, like just like Loki was
if it
insane.
shuffled two rocks, it would be fair. No, but okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I think it was three rocks back then. He didn't live through Loki. He didn't.
I didn't live through Loki. That's
I
true.
remember I was starting the game and Loki was coming. I remember that specific Regis Kilpin deck that like sticks in my mind, where he built a bad Loki deck just to beat the mirror. As in, your deck is constructed. Your deck is deliberately constructed to be bad, so that whenever they Loki you, they actually have all the bad cards, and then when you when you play Loki, you get all their good cards. That's how meta dominant he was, and that's why I think he's like that's like in my mind. I'm like, nah, he's a three.
I don't think he was three
man.
rocks. I do see why you would say three rocks. I don't think he was three rocks just yet. I will definitely. The next slide will definitely talk about something about him. But again, the two changes happened to Quinjet and Collector, the two main synergy pieces with this card, and then Loki was changed to Transform very quickly. Like over the span of two OTs, like okay, Loki is broken. We need to nerf everything about him. Like Collector right now at a 2/2, he's fine. Back then, apparently he was so good they had to nerf him to a 2/0. Like Loki was that good. He caused two nerfs to cards that were okay. You know, I think
related
Quinjet.
to anything that's
Yeah.
synergized basically.
Yeah. And I think that Quinjet at like being able to reduce to 0 was definitely something that was not good in the long term for the game. But I think Collector at a 2/2, he's at a 2/2 now. Like he is perfectly fine where he is now. And they had to nerf him to a 2/0 because Loki was just that meta dominant. And even then, like I looked at a Canvas video from when he was a 0/2, and he was still hitting.
Videos.
Yeah, I just watched a ton of Canvas videos. And he was still hitting these highs that modern day Collector isn't hitting. Like he was still hitting these like 15, 14, 15 things that unless you're comboing with Dakin nowadays, you're not really hitting. You know, like the card was that broken.
If you do some like swarm bullseye stuff, then yeah.
Yeah, obviously that obviously Collector will get big that way. But it's like you're mainly focusing on Collector. This is like you're focusing on Loki, and just Collector just benefits from that. You know, so definitely very broken. Now we'll move on to the next slide, and that is if current Marvel Snap was given on release Loki, how broken would Loki be? Loki would be three rocks. Why? Three cards. Mockingbird, Victoria Hand, and Mad Thinker. Okay, Mad Thinker's a gimme. Mad Thinker's a gimme. Mad Thinker's a gimme. Okay, but no, hear me out. Hear me out on the three of them. Hear me out. Mockingbird. If you're creating a bunch of cards and you top deck Mockingbird, which is very easy, you will have a close to free Mockingbird. Victoria Hand. I don't even need to explain this. You're just replacing cards, and this card works on generating.
Already, like really good. Can you imagine if it had
I don't
Loki?
know.
Dude,
I don't even want to imagine that.
It would break the game instantly.
It would generally just break the game. Like that is genuinely how easy it would be. Like I could see very easy lines where you were playing like it's Victoria Hand on 2 into Frigger on Victoria Hand on 2 into maybe like Loki on 3. I mean, maybe not Loki on 3. I think you'd have to maybe turn 5 Loki, which I still think is perfectly fine. Turn 5 Loki is still broken, especially without Wave to counteract the discounts. Again, don't want to talk about Wave too much. I'm mentioning her a lot because Cam Best definitely talks about her quite a lot when he's talking about Loki, and I think it's for a reason. I definitely want to address her in a video coming up. And now, you might be asking, why is Mad Thinker here? Obviously, he's my favorite card, and like I have to mention him as much as I can, obviously, and it's a segment that I made. Now, if you think about it, he actually does have synergy in this deck. If you have all the generators, like I said earlier, I'm gonna go back a little bit actually. Where are you? If you have Snowguard, if you have cards like what's his name, Agent Coulson, if you have cards like Sentinel, like these cards are adding cards to your hand, and they're adding quite a lot of them. And the whole point of your hand is just get big. And so, like, I think Mad Faker definitely has a place in these decks. I don't know if he's gonna get that big. Like, again, he's just kind of a gimme for me. Like, I had to add him because, like, why not? You know? And like, again, insane card. Like this card should never have been released into Marvel Snap, and even me, who hadn't played through him, realizes how bad, how insane the meta would have been. You know, like genuinely, like like I can't. Like, and he was released before the time that Mobius was released. Like there was no balance to have. There was no way of stopping their discounts. Again, unless you waived. I don't want to talk about wave. I'm keep mentioning her.
Dude, this is like the sixth time you mentioned Wave.
I mentioned Wave. I know. Like I said, I want to make another video about her. I'm
Wave is
going to
very
get around to it.
interesting.
Wave is a very interesting card again. And if you just jump to nowadays, you have Merlin. Like there's so many more card generators and so many more cards that just benefit. Like Victoria Hand again. Like I just broken card. Like it should not.
You
And
think
if it,
Mad Thinker is gonna be the new collector?
oh yeah, dude.
In
Absolutely broken.
unreleased-
Absolutely broken. Like I said, insane. I think if Loki was released now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. If Loki was released nowadays, I think they would have to do an emergency nerf to him. They've never done it
No,
before.
they would not,
Yes.
bro.
Yes,
You're
they would.
coping.
I'm not even joking.
Coping.
I'm not. No. I'm not even coping. I'm not.
Get
I'm
a
genuinely
load
not.
of this guy.
I'm not coping though. That's the thing. I'm not coping.
No, you are.
I genuinely think
They would nerf
if he was
Victoria Hand,
released
they would nerf all
nowadays,
the card generation stuff. They would nerf Merlin. They'd nerf Victoria Hand.
he
they'd
would
nerf
get a
Mockingbird.
emergency nerf. I'm gonna stand by this. I think he is probably one of the only
No.
cards that, if he was released today, would get an emergency nerf. I'm not even
He's not
joking.
good
I
enough
think
to
he's one
ever
of the
get
only
an
cards.
emergency
I think he's one of the only cards. I'm not even joking. I think
No,
that like
no,
Yes.
that's crazy, bro. You're
no,
too
it's
lost-
not crazy.
You got lost in the sauce.
I'm
You
not
got
lost in the sauce. I'm not lost in the sauce.
bro.
I'm no. Mm-mm. I think that this card forces everyone to run Mobius in their deck. It forces everyone to do that. Like you are
No, I just play Mr.
literally
Negative and
forced
go
to play
taller
that
than them.
card.
I just play Mr. Negative and go taller than them. Oh yeah, you copied my Mr. Negative, but without my Mr. Negative buffs. So fine. You have a
My brother in
4-cost
Christ.
Iron Man.
They have a 3-cost Iron Man. 3-cost Iron Man. They have a 4-cost score. Like they can dump all the cards you have.
0-cost Iron Man and a 0-cost Gore.
Yes, but you need to what is this thing called? You need to
were
Mr.
gonna say
Negative.
Mad Thinker, bro.
I did say Mad Thing. I was almost about to say Mad Thinker. You need to Mr. Negative that game though. That's the thing. You need to Mr. Negative to even keep up with them. That's the thing.
Easy,
And I just
easy.
think that Loki. I'm gonna keep going back to this. I think Loki would be the only card that if he was released nowadays would get an emergency nerf. Genuinely, I'm going to say
I don't
it.
even think
I
so.
am not gonna
It's gonna
repent.
be 2 weeks between nerves. Like, I mean, I don't know if they would genuinely go in an emergency nerve. I actually don't know.
I think
the only card I
that
can think of is like Kitty Pryde, but that's because she was literally breaking the game.
literally breaking
As
it.
in
No, but I
the
think
game
this
we were
guy
shutting
would
down.
like become close. Like he will just like 100% of all the top meta decks would be Loki, and then the 0.0001% would have Mobius. Like everyone would either be running Loki or running Mobius. And when you force a card like Mobius into the metagame, and Marvel Snap has already like expressed that they don't really like Mobius in the metagame as much. Like you are just allowing you're getting rid of all of these discount decks, and just Mobius. You have to run Mobius or you're gonna lose. It's literally what it is. Like I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it twice. He would have gotten emergency nerfed. I think the only card that's on par is probably Aeroshim, like unreleased Aeroshim. Like, I think that's probably the only card that's on par with him.
I think this is definitely better than unreleased Aeroshim. I feel unreleased Aeroshim, like
Yeah, I agree. I think he's definitely better than
it's
unreleased
really
Aeroshim.
really good, but this Loki like 3-5 unreleased
So
Loki
it was
is
funny
just-
because we
it's just so
I was in a discussion with some people the other day, and they were talking about like if every single OTA was reverted and every single nerf was reverted, what would be the meta deck? And
that was me.
90
I brought up that
you
discussion.
did bring it up. Yeah, you did bring it up. And if I remember correctly, Roram, who if you guys don't know, Roram is Pixel Guy and he won a Golden Gauntlet. Roram said the meta would be Loki Aeroshim.
Oh yeah.
That's what he said the meta would
combine
be.
the two, then yeah.
Yeah.
Loki Aeroshim.
They just broke it. Like you're Lokiing on two, or like you have just so much more stuff you can do with Loki. Like, again, I think I'm gonna say it again. Loki would be the only card to get emergency nerfed in the history of the game. He would if you release nowadays with Mockingbird Victoria and Victoria Hand in the game. That is my genuine take on this card.
And then you have Quinn. You do so. This is the curve. Quinjet on 1, Victoria Hand on 2, Frigga on 3, and then you have like some generation on 4, and then on 5 you do Victoria Hand plus what's his name plus Loki, and you win.
You don't even have
That's
to
it.
do that. If you don't draw Victoria Hand, you just play Loki. Like it doesn't
Yeah, and
matter.
again, it's just that easy. And then you top deck Milwaukee win and you win. Again, like there are just so many different things where you just win.
It's crazy.
Yes. But yeah, so that's kind of all the time I have for today. Oh, I have multiple time. I have as much time as I want.
Do we not have like?
I do not have another slide. No, it jumps into our the thank you everybody for watching slide. So someone, do you have any opinion on Loki?
Dude, I still think he was 3 rocks on release, and then I don't know if he would be 4 rocks now. I still think he just might be 3 rocks, but like a higher 3 rock. I don't know. 4 rocks is like a big jump, but I think he was genuinely 3 rocks back then, dude. It was the
I don't
meta,
think 3 rocks
even in
back
tier
then.
0 meta, like where it was the tier 0 deck. Everything revolved around Loki. It was so.
I get that.
much
I
Loki.
100%. I get that. But I think again, I think it was because of how Marvel Snap was balanced back in the day that he was 2 rock. I think that you could think he's 3 rocks. I think he's perfectly fine. I think he's a 2 rock like card. Loki was broken. I'm not gonna contest that. Loki was broken. Like he was like the best card released that season, and it wasn't even close. Like you maybe some arguments could be made for 2-3 Mobius, which I know someone adored and would love to see him back.
Oh my god.
But it's just that, like, it's genuinely that easy. Like, the card is broken, and I think that if he was released nowadays, or if he was reverted nowadays, broken as heck, the meta would not last a day. And emergency nerfs to the card, because he would just take over the meta. It would be 95% of the card people would be playing Loki, and then 5% would be playing Mobius in some mid range deck. It'd be that easy. And if you don't draw Mobius in the matchup, you die. It was that easy. It is genuinely that easy with the card. But yes, I don't want to rant for too long about this card. I had so much fun researching this card. Like, I haven't been playing for as long as some other people have, and so it's definitely been very interesting for me to go back and watch a couple of YouTube videos on cards that used to be really good back in the day. And honestly, it was a ton of fun putting this together. I got it done like the minute someone allowed me to go do this. I ran to my computer and watched a bunch of videos and created these slides.
Why are you acting like I was gatekeeping you, bro? Like,
No, I'm not saying you're gatekeeping by any means. No. No.
I
As suggested there, and you're like, yeah, if you can do that, yeah, sure. I'm like, oh, done. I got it done within a day, right? I literally sent you the slides like the day of. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
dude, I was that excited. And so next week I'm also very excited. I have a couple other stuff. I have a card I have in mind for next week.
Next week is my
next
turn.
week. Okay, next week might be his turn. Yes. And I'm very excited to see what he has to bring.
Oh yeah. Anyways, so yeah, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Please comment. Do the comment part again. We had a lot of comments last episode. Thank you, Angel, for finally inspiring people to talk.
We love interaction. Please interact again. Please. Tell me why my segment was the best part of the podcast thus far. Tell me.
Tell
I
us
love
why
to hear it.
Baby Mario is wrong on every single card evaluation that we did.
How about you guys tell me how right I was with all my card evaluations, and then rub it in someone's face that I just had a better segment. I just had a better segment than him. But yes, again, like, comment, subscribe.
To death, bro.
we loved the interaction we got in the last video. Again, we would love to see more of you guys' comments. We will definitely respond to everything. And again, share this to everybody you know. We're currently trying to get into the creator program for Marvel Snap. So we'll let you guys know how that goes.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for your time. We'll see you next week.